over Pep Guardiola. And I know Gary Neville said something this week. Yeah, he said this. He said, "I think Man City may have the greatest manager of all time." What do we think of those comments? Because there is a certain manager called Alex Ferguson that people remain the GOAT as. But yeah, Joe, I'm going to come to you first on this one. Do you agree with Gary Neville?
I wouldn't say he's the best. He'd be in my top three. I think you can't argue that Ferguson's the best. Then I'd probably have to say Wenger and then Pep.
That's fair enough. Also, Mourinho as well. We can't forget about him. He's won a ton of trophies as well.
Yeah, but
Ancelotti.
look at him now.
Yeah, I know, but you could.
He's done it by playing crap football and just sort of sticking it out.
Sorry, I should have said. I was talking about more in the early years with his Inter Milan when he won the treble in 2010, and then when he won the Premier League, I think it was 2 years on the trot with Chelsea in 04-05. So I was talking about that, and he is a great manager, and he's slowly started to decline. Don't get me wrong, but then he's won the Premier Leagues with Chelsea again in 2014-15. So I sometimes think we overlook Mourinho just because of the bad press that he gets in the media the majority of the time. And I know he's playing shocking football at the moment, but you can't remember back then he was playing football that almost, it was a bit like Guardiola, it almost like revolutionized the game back in 2004. So yeah, I can't forget about Mourinho. What do you think about it, Alex?
I think it has been like a bit easier for Pep to look like a great manager. Obviously, he did quite well at Barcelona. But like since he's been at Man City, when he first came in with the squad, they were finishing fourth, fifth every season, and it's only when they really started like bringing all of the top quality players that he needed in that they started winning the leagues and stuff. So although Pep Guardiola, you can't say anything. He's done it at Barcelona, and he's starting to do it at Man City, and he did it at Bayern Munich as well. I don't think he can be put on the same level as Ferguson, because Ferguson did it with like all the players that no one had heard of, like the youth players and everything, and then Pep Guardiola's always had the team there to do it for him. So I'd honestly go with Ferguson over Pep, but I also think you need to put like Mourinho into that category as well.
Yeah, that is very true about Fergie. I do think, though, I can't think personally of another manager that's been all around Europe, apart from Italy and France, but it's not as competitive. I can't remember another manager that's been around and dominated the whole of Europe, or it seems to be like. I know he didn't win the Champions League with Bayern Munich, but we've never really saw any of this really in the past. So is that
Maybe
something?
Ancelotti is
Yeah.
nearly on the same level, yeah.
Yeah, I think you can't take that away from him winning everywhere where he's gone. But like you said, Alex, he has had the team, so he's not had to do a Klopp or a Ferguson where he's had to build the team up into a winning style of team. So,
But he's still got time ahead of him. There's
yeah,
no
yeah,
reason he
definitely.
couldn't be the greatest manager of all time in the future.
He's still quite young in comparison to Mourinho and Ferguson.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll
He'll
have to
stay at
see.
City for the rest of his career.
Not for the rest. I think he'll win a few Champions Leagues and then go somewhere and try and build that up as well.
I reckon he'll try and build up another team so people can't keep saying he's had the team built for him.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if he goes to Juventus, because what, they sitting fourth in Serie A at the moment. They're not doing
Perla.
too well. And yeah, I know you said about building the team up there, Joe, but then people could say that he's building the team up, but then they do have the world class players as well. So with
And
Guardiola's
the
man
money.
management and the money as well, with Guardiola's man management, maybe we could see Juventus get back to the top. But I don't know. Like you said, who do you think he could? What team do you reckon he could take and make them into a great team? Because I'm not seeing that side of him yet.
I'm thinking more Germany. If he took a German club and brought him to a title, I think that would probably prove that he's one of the greats, because the Bundesliga is just dominated at the moment by Bayern Munich.
Yeah, of course he was at Bayern Munich, so whether he could rival them with another team like Cologne, maybe, say for instance, just off the top of my head, I don't know. What about you, Alex? One team, who would you pick for him to go to?
I might. I know they're like a very good team already, but I'm thinking like Atletico Madrid, because like they aren't like winning all the trophies that they used to, and they aren't really competing other than this season with Real Madrid and Barcelona. Like if he went there and then started winning the trophies, then I think he'd get a lot more recognition than he already has.
I don't think he will go to a French club. I mean, if he does, if he goes to Monaco and overcomes PSG, but then again PSG this season, second in Ligue 1 and Lille above them. So they're not having the best season. But I still think that would be great if he went to Monaco and did something like that.
We'll take him at Villa if he's going to build up the squad.
Dean Smith out. No, I'm joking. He's a good manager.
We'd swap him for Guardiola any day. He's a great manager, but Guardiola, I think he'd have a bigger push to get strikers, which is where we're severely lacking. It's probably the main position that I would say we're weak in.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think he'd manage us in a way that means we stop thinking we need Grealish.